For my alternate ending speech, I'm going to be discussing Jurassic Park, the 1993 original. Um, I think it should have ended more closely to the book. If you haven't seen the movie ends kind of in a nice, peaceful manner. All of the main characters escape the island, and at the end, what's really important is they see birds flying away. Which, if you don't know anything like dinosaurs, evolution, etc., where dinosaurs are very closely related to birds, and so it kind of shows it coming full circle, which is nice. It's like a happy ending kind of thing. But in the book is much darker. It discusses much more of the evolutionary elements and the ethical elements of like why this is wrong, of why they shouldn't be cloning dinosaurs. Like the whole like Dr. Malcolm character has the quote of saying like they had their chance, and their chance was taken away from them, so don't give it back because only catastrophic things can occur. And so, in the end of the book, they actually the Costa Rican government, which is where the islands are, that Jurassic Park takes place, they actually come and napalm fire the island. And that's because the book actually starts out with dinosaurs were escaping the island the entire time and going onto the mainland and killing civilians. And the book discusses this a lot more. The movie doesn't even touch on that until the second one, where outsiders are coming to the islands and getting attacked. But it still doesn't even talk about them escaping. Where in the book, it's very apparent that dinosaurs are getting on ships and leaving the island. And so the Costa Rican government just totally destroys the island. And I think very importantly in the book versus the movie, the John Hammond character dies, which is the main guy. He's the guy that funded the park, the extravagant, old business billionaire, and he dies, which I think is very important as it kind of symbolizes the end of Jurassic Park for sure. Like, even though it got napalm fired, like, he was the guy. It wasn't necessarily the brains behind all the operation with, like, the genetic side of things, but without him, Jurassic Park really doesn't happen. And so, I mean, that kind of kills it for Hollywood in sequel terms. There was a sequel in the book. The book, The Lost World, is drastically different than the movie, The Lost World. I intrigue you to read both books and then watch both movies and see how drastically different they are, actually. I see why Steven Spielberg did what he did, but I like much more what Michael Crichton did in the book. It's a very much more realistic ending, and it's not worried about being happy.